Who's the daddy?
Easy guys, Dom here from Cringy Dad Gaming. So in this video we're going to take a look at floor 20 boss Jackson from Let It Die.
Senpai, it's a bomb. You pick up that head, you'll be blown to bits. You're gonna have to disarm it.
So the first part of this boss is actually disarming these bombs. You'll find 3 of them hidden around this small kind of map area, and they're not really that difficult to find, but be aware that there are other enemies around the outskirts and also some landmines as well, so just be aware of that.
That's one down. Hurry to the next one.
Is that you, Johnny? I knew it was you, Johnny.
So as you can see, this is like a weird mix between this Jackson character and a Jin Dai type enemy. Now, I did actually find this floor 20 boss easier than Jin Dai on floor 16 at level 3. So that boss, as I'm sure you're aware if you've come across it, is actually quite difficult because there's not really much cover, where at least in this map you've got a little bit of cover, although at some points here the projectiles and lasers do seem to penetrate through the walls, so you really got to be careful in this area. Make sure you've got a fair variety of mushrooms with you. At this point I'd not encountered Jackson before, so I was trying a few different things just to see if there was any kind of weakness that I could pick up on. I have found that with this type of enemy, using doom shrooms, which are the mushrooms that actually poison enemies, really did help at one point within this battle. Tend to find that with the aim of this enemy, because it uses these kind of CCTV camera stroke lasers to kind of acquire you as a target, it's quite difficult to get up and close and personal with this enemy, and that's really what you got to be trying to do, get up close and personal, because trying to have a long range battle like this is where this particular enemy's strength is. So what we want to try and do is get nice and close. Now that's harder said than done, believe it or not, but it's just trying to wait until it's fired a fair few of its most powerful projectiles, because there is a short delay in between it. Now I'm getting a little bit impatient and trying to dodge and move out in the open a little bit here, but as you can see, as soon as we get close up and we start using a couple of rage moves, that is where we did a fair bit of damage there, although that last rage move I missed due to Jackson teleporting, and that's another thing this enemy does, as so does Jin Dai, is teleporting. So trying to throw certain things in, like here I try and use this doom shroom. We managed to hit it with the doom shroom and poison him, so as much as he's still teleporting around and being generally annoying, I don't think the poison doom shrooms actually do really any damage, as you can see as such, but it can, I suppose, interfere with the way it works, with it firing of its guns. You can kind of hear that Jackson's not very happy about the fact that he's been poisoned, but trying to get over here to find where he is, try and get a few hits on him is a little bit of a pain. I'm going to try and lob something up there, but obviously second thoughts, it's probably not worth it. See, he's already teleported. Now we know where he is, we can lob that down, but the explosives don't really seem to do anything either. It's the bladed weapons here that seem to do a fair bit of damage. You can see that took a good amount off him there. One thing I would suggest doing if you haven't, and that's these mice, obviously I'm eating one now, you can use them for healing, but if you stamp on them when you come across these mice, they do actually give you a mushroom that actually increases your rage gauge. So when you obviously press triangle near an enemy and use your rage move, it does a really powerful attack. So within this particular area, obviously not having anything like that, bring a few along with you, because if you do get a chance to get up and close and personal and use those rage moves on Jackson, it really did take a fair bit of damage off him, and that would probably be a quicker way of being able to defeat him. Patience obviously as well is something that's really important with some of these bosses. I thought I'd try and mix it up a little bit by using the sniper rifle here, but the kind of ballistic weapons don't really seem to do much damage on this particular boss. So it's really just finding that right moment of getting the right spot to be able to hit him. He keeps teleporting, which is a real pain, but we don't want him to be facing us really. You want to keep an eye on those lasers and see the direction the lasers are dropping in. Just as we drop down at a decent point here behind him, we can actually get some nice hits in behind, but then he teleports straight away. So he's definitely not making it easy for us. So as you can see, I've brought a good array of healing items with me. You really do need to bring a lot of healing items with you if you can, because there's nothing worse than kind of dying, getting stuck in a death loop with these. And there you see this kind of like puke acidy type stuff that Jin Dai shoots at you. That's really, really damaging, so just be really aware of that. He does pretty much all these moves that Jin Dai does, as well as some extras as well. Well, that was a good spawn. He spawned right on us there, which is great, and we're kind of behind Jackson here, so we nearly got him now. He's caught me out in the open here, which is not really very good, but we can get in nice and close. And that's the thing, you see, when he teleports and you're out in the open, this is where you're in a dangerous position here, because now he's absolutely hammering me. Luckily enough, I've got half decent armor and he's not really doing much damage on me, so there we go. So there you go, guys, that's floor 20 boss Jackson. If you found any of this video or any of the tips here kind of helpful with this boss, please do give me a thumbs up, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to help it grow, and just watch this space for more Let It Die. Thanks for watching. Who's the daddy?